We're back. I'm reviving my YouTube channel and I'm going to teach you everything that I know from my 36 years of being on this earth. So you're going to learn about relationships, you're going to learn about business, you're going to learn about fatherhood. I'm going to condense everything into one go. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to build your perfect family life. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Gary J. Allman. I'm a six-figure entrepreneur, father of two. I've been married for 4 years. I've been with my wife total for 11 years. I've been a father for 3 years and I've been in business for 5 years. I'm going to condense everything from my 36 years total on this earth into these videos for you to learn from, so I can help you with business, relationships and family. It's going to be gritty, it's going to be raw, it's going to be authentic, and it's going to be unscripted. Let's get to work. Right, lesson number one that I want to teach you today is foundation of love and appreciation in a relationship. Now, I see so many people, and especially from my perspective, growing up, I never showed enough appreciation, and a lot of people that I have seen in my life don't do that either. Everything's taken for granted, and I took my partner and previous partners for granted for far too long. So walk with me, Harry, let's talk. What I mean by that is not just showering people with materialistic gifts. I mean actually giving them your time and dedication, saying that you appreciate them, showing that you appreciate them, giving them little signals that you care about them more than just kind of grand gestures all the time. It's the little things that add up. And if I can just take a breath for a minute and kind of get you guys to think about, when was the last time you actually got someone to feel appreciated? When did you last show appreciation to your wife, to your girlfriend, to your partner, whatever it is? Because it goes a long way. And if you want to build a strong relationship, great family dynamic, you've got to show those little things along the way, and your kids pick up on it as well. If there is tension, if there's animosity, if there's lack of appreciation and lack of love in a relationship, the kids are going to get that energy as well. They're going to sense it. There's going to be tension, and it's not going to be a relationship and a family dynamic that thrives. And trust me, I've been there. I've learned the lessons the hard way. I'm now, as I said, father of two, and my sons are 3 and 5 months. Been with my wife for 4 years, 11 years total, and it's something that we're constantly learning, and it's something that I'm going to teach you and you're going to learn from me.
Would it be?
That brings me to my next point, which is values and beliefs. I don't know how many people I have spoken to, it's countless people that don't know their values, and you cannot build a perfect family life if you do not know the values and your values do not align with your partner. If you've got to think about what you want in life, this isn't goals, this is what you stand by and what you want your life to look like and what you kind of hold dear. And when you live by that, you actually attract the right person into your life. When you don't know your values, you can attract anybody into your life, and it becomes very difficult to actually find the right partner and build a strong foundation in that relationship. So values and beliefs, you've got to stand by them, you've got to know them inside out, and you've got to understand how that is going to impact your life in a good way or a bad way. Values and belief ties into my next point as well, which is trust and honesty in a relationship. It may sound super simple, but if you can't build a relationship on trust and honesty, then what do you actually have? And I'm not talking about kind of bit part trust here, where you trust someone in certain areas, you don't really trust them in other areas. There has to be full trust and transparency through the relationship. Otherwise, you're not going to build a full-on happy family dynamic. And I've seen it time and time again. This goes back to the first few points I made about appreciation as well. That builds trust and depth. Having values and beliefs build trust and depth as well. And just being honest and upfront with your partner about every aspect. If you're struggling with money financially, you've got to be honest with them. If you're struggling with managing the workload in the family and you've got kids and things are very difficult right now, then you've got to say that. You've got to be honest and upfront. And people do appreciate that, especially the people that I hang around with and the people that I have in my life. So the more honest you are, the more trustworthy you are, the more trusting you can be, the more honest you can be with someone, and it just is the perfect dynamic. If you like this video so far, go to the link in the description. You can learn more about what I do. Follow me on Instagram. You can DM me personally and I answer all my DMs. So go click that link now. Focused time together is another key point I need you guys to realize. even my clients, successful entrepreneurs, have to carve out focus time together, even though they're giving for their partners in terms of financial capacity, like better lifestyle. They have to still dedicate focused time to make sure that relationship thrives. And especially if they have kids as well, kids need that time with their dad. They need that time with their father to actually have someone to look to and someone who leads them. Now, having sporadic time with your partner, with your kids is not healthy, in my opinion. You need to carve out proper time. You much rather have 2 hours of undistracted time than 3, 4, 5, 6 hours or more of distracted time where you're checking your phone, you're not fully present in that moment. So make sure, no matter how busy you are, just dedicate 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, as much time as you can of dedicated focused time to play with your kids, to spend time with your missus. Make sure that you book out some time in the future in your calendar to go somewhere nice meal, go on a date night, spend some time, take your mind away from business. It's not just good for them and for your relationship, it's just good for you as well to actually get a mental reset, come back stronger, and then keep that family dynamic flowing nicely. Final point I want to make, and it's similar to what I said earlier about values and beliefs, is goals and ambitions. Your values and beliefs tie into your goals and ambitions. They complement each other, and having the same or similar goals and ambitions in a relationship can help that relationship and that family dynamic thrive. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to showcase that. You need to openly communicate that with the person that you're looking to build a life with. If they're not as ambitious as you, if they're not understanding of your situation, the life you want to build, and it works both ways, male and female, it may not work. The relationship could become difficult, and in the future, family life could become difficult as well. So you have to think about your goals and ambitions, clear vision for your life, clear vision for the person that you want to build that life with, what they're like, what they think like, what they look like, what they act like. You don't have to design them in a lab, I'm not saying that. You just have to have an understanding of who they are going to be as a person in order to complement your goals and ambitions and make that relationship thrive. It's like fire and petrol. You put those two things together, it's going to explode. And that's the same with a relationship. I know that with my wife. I know that she wants to be a stay-at-home mum. She wants to look after the kids. I want to raise strong, healthy boys. I also want to have a thriving business. I want to help people around the world, which is why you're watching this stuff right now, because I want to help you. And all in all, that ties in together to have me focusing on my business, to provide financially, provide stability, and be there for my kids, be self-employed, and it ties into my wife being able to do her goals as well and stay at home and look after the boys. And all in all, it means that we have a pretty epic life together. The thing I'm looking for the most is my partner's energy day to day. How is her energy? Is there anything I can do to support her? Is there anything that she needs? Is there anything my kids need? Like, how's my toddler feeling? Or what does he need? Does he need more time with his dad? If so, then obviously I'm going to dedicate some time to him and keep that family dynamic going. I know that I can deal with my business stuff 5-6 hours a day because I've got it so dialed in. You can see my work, you understand what I do, you understand I'm all about productivity and deep work, and that complements family life. And if my wife's energy is off but mine's up, like, why should she suffer? Same with my kid as well. Why should she suffer? So I have to make sure that they're on the same page. I have to make sure that they're thriving, otherwise I'm not thriving. If you like this video so far, go to the link in the description. You can learn more about what I do. Follow me on Instagram. You can DM me personally and I answer all my DMs. So go click that link now.